Welcome to a cold, breezy day north of the home state here today. Running up to chase some sharptail and some chukars. It is not warm. Decided to go from mid 80s, mid 70s, mid 70s. It's like 40 degrees and windy as crap right now. So good day for the dogs. Hopefully we'll get some little bit of dog work and exploring a new area. So we'll go get after it here and see if we can put some birds on the front of the dog and put some birds in front of the dog, however you say that. Then we'll shoot them. This is all bare. Yeah, these sharptail. The sharptail are very particular about the height of habitat that they'll hide in. They like the canopy stuff, and they like a lot of this scrub oak and whatnot. And there's some berry bushes, but you can see how sparse the ground is here. As soon as Chief came down in here, he got super birdy. So usually the birds will use this as kind of just a way to navigate and obviously have shelter, have food, and all that stuff. But we're getting into the good ones. Find them. If we can find them, then we can get around above them. But I'd imagine they're on these little faces. So when you don't have the wind in your favor, I usually try to hunt almost kind of mid-mountain. We're kind of in a pinch just because there's private land behind us, so we can't access and hunt to the wind. We're kind of, it's not optimal by any means, but we'll make do with what we got and hopefully put the dog in a position that he knows there's something there, so he has heads up really high. He's just trying to figure out, there they are. The yellow grass right there.
What did you say?
Oh, pocket of yellow grass. See, he's got him. Heads up, tail came up, and it's just right in that little bowl, that little recess of where those birds want to be, because that wind's coming over the top here. So we'll transition out of this heavier stuff, get to somewhere that they can fly away and escape. So I think we'll probably just come up the bottom. I don't see them running out or anything like that, and hopefully get them coming over the top of us if those birds are still there. But Captain Cautious is usually pretty good here, so let's go see if we shoot. Right where they're supposed to be, like clockwork, right in the yellow grass. Knucklehead. They should be in this pocket if anywhere. Short mag. Guy probably jumped a buck right here and boom! Gave him the barrel. 3,000 feet per second of meat pounding. This little top here, and I'm surprised the sharptail are all the way up here. Been looking for Chukar, but Chief pointed and had a couple birds jump off this ridge. It's really strong wind, so I wasn't, I guess, super surprised that he picked them up. And there's always more than two, especially back here where they're not getting bugged. And this little dude was bebopping on the ground, so I gave him the, got him to fly. And anyways, yeah, love these freaking birds. First sharptail of the year for me. They are just freaking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a treat. Not Chiefer. What a treat, Bubba. All right, so always try to just share little things if we can. So I was explaining to Garrett on our way up, you know, how do you know if you're in sharptail habitat, even though this doesn't look like predominant, you know, CRP type stuff. This is in, you know, northern Utah, southern Idaho type stuff. We look at the ground here, how sparse it is, and this grass is really, it's no higher than basically the top of your shin, but there's enough canopy cover in here. This is really perfect for them, and a lot of times in the areas I just mentioned, I try to not basically talk about out of respect for, anyways, looking for the oak brush and different things like that, because they will jump in the trees to roost, so they have to have some type of roost tree. So when he went on point, I honestly thought it was going to be a ruffed grouse, because sometimes you'll catch ruffed grouse up here, and happened to be a couple sharptail, and we had to give him the old messy, the old little footwork, you know. But we can get one more, and then I think we're going to run into hopefully some more birds on the way down. So we'll keep walking, stay warm as soon as we stop by freeze. So onward. There's ever a bird to mount, dude, that'd be it. Well, we just scored our second and final sharptail for this particular state. We Chief would come in and get them pointed, and man, they were just super jumpy. And the wind was really strong, so he was pointing them from a long ways, but they were having none of it. This one jumped, and I went to shoulder my gun, and my hands are a little cold. Probably can't hear the wind. Maybe you can. There you go. It's windy. It's probably about 40 degrees, even though it doesn't look it. So I went to shoulder my gun, and I had taken, obviously, take the safety off when I shouldered my gun, and I didn't think I did, so I'm sitting there like pushing on it with my thumb, and then I realized the safety was off. So I shot and rocked the bird and thought, oh crap, and it just did like a complete 180, just did a boomerang and came right back into this hill and crashed, and came down here and picked it up. Chief pointed it. I thought for sure it was going to be alive and dead as a doornail, and this thing is just immaculate. I think there's a couple traces right there in a wing, but man, I've been fortunate to shoot a lot of these in my life, and there's just something super special about a sharptail. Look at these feathers, they're just shaped like little hearts. Little furry feet, man, they are just an iconic bird. What an absolute treat. What a treat. Chukar.
Yo! Woo!
There's gotta be more than one.
Yes, sir.
Hammered him, dude. Come on, Chief. Yeah, he slammed on point, dude. Boy, Chiefer, nice find, kiddo. Nice find, kiddo. Sam, we're going to retreat, baby.
you on another day, Dad.
Love you though.
Still my bud.
All right, so earlier today, one of the many hun finds that we had a double come out, knocked 2 birds down. One bird was kind of clipped and came past me. We ended up getting that one. Shot another bird as we were looking for a couple others, and got everyone but one. And I kind of just dropped a pin. This is actually something I learned from Robert Poor hunting Mearns quail. I just hadn't really thought of it before, because most of the time when we do loops, we don't come back through where we've started or where we've hunted or contact birds, but I kind of made it a point to do that, and came back in here. Chief pointed a covey of huns, and I walked in, and a couple of them flew, and one stayed on the ground and was just running. So I didn't even shoot, I just took off running after the runner, and it ended up being that bird. He's got some dry blood just on the inside here from where I hit him earlier, and just must have broke a wing, and he kind of just hop and hobble, and Chief followed him, tracked him, pointed, and he was trying to hop and get away, and had to put the nail in the coffin. But man, just a cool little tactic. I'm really happy we found this bird. I know it's just a bird, but man, at the end of the day, nothing bugs me more than losing one, especially when I know it's going to die. If anything, I'd like to take it home, eat it, and use it. And I know the hawks and coyotes got to eat too, but I prefer that I get to win that. So anyways, cool little story, fun way to finish what's been an awesome day. I think we've got 3 species. We got a limit of sharptail, 5 or 6 huns. I know we haven't shot a limit, I know we're under, but 5 or 6, maybe this makes 6 now, I couldn't remember. And a random chukar that we ran into up on top that Chief pointed. But as you can see, Wee Man is just absolutely spent. I've had a lot of big game tags this year, and so the dogs have been a little neglected, but icing on the cake. What a fun way to finish a great day. Man, hope you guys enjoyed watching. This has been just fun to share with you guys. We always enjoy this, and it's fun to get up in the Chukar Hills again, start chasing a couple different species. So thanks so much for watching.